fire, man. Thank you for the introduction. Austin, you crushed it. Lots and lots of value. You know, I got to come after you. So I'm like, fuck, maybe I should have went before. Guys, I'm going to be sharing my screen. I'm going to show you guys all about door-to-door. This presentation is called $1 Million Knuckles. Post something in the chat here if you guys have either tried door-to-door or want to try door-to-door. You know, I got some guys in the group that we built some door-to-door teams for. Now, what this is good for, this is good for any company. I work with guys like Glenn, like with New Haven Painters. They're doing millions and they want to, you know, build door-to-door. But also if you're just starting out, you know, Austin was saying you got to get to the 500K range. Door-to-door is a great way to get to that range. Now, when you guys are posting and commenting, like Humberto, Robert, guys, make sure you're saying to everyone. So if you click on the chat, you can, instead of saying to hosts and panelists, you can go to everyone, just so everyone can see it. All right, guys. So I'm going to also, at the end of the call today, or at the end of my presentation, I'm going to show you guys some live infield door-to-door clips. So I showed these at PaintCon. So for those that didn't come to PaintCon, I'm going to show you guys literally myself and my team knocking on doors. And we have a clip where we get 7 estimates in a row, all in one clip. So it's going to be nuts. All right. So let me share my screen here. All right. $1 Million Knuckles. All righty. So we're going to talk about how to turn these lovely knuckles of yours into $1 million machines. So the point of this presentation is to give you guys a different way to think about getting leads so you can make it easier to win in business and life. Leads is a life of business. All right. And there's a lot of ways to get leads. Facebook ads crush if you have the right agency or making the right content like Austin was showing. But also there's ways to do it like offline. There's the outbound marketing, the old age of knocking doors, making dials, cold calling. And a lot of people are moving away from this because they're going just in the online space. And this is why the opportunity is so right. So we're going to talk about a lead gen system that will allow you to build predictable, consistent, reliable, and controllable lead flow in your business. So you don't have to worry about where your next lead's coming from. And the good news is you can start this for free. If you're running a smaller business, you can go out and start knocking. I'm going to show you what the best time is to knock. I'm going to give you the scripts. I'm going to give you guys free trainings. And you'll see there's some links you guys can click for the free stuff. You don't need any startup capital. You don't need to spend money on ads, and you can start generating leads today, even if you're an introvert. As I've hired a lot of door-to-door canvassers, I have a few guys literally in my call center next door that were super introverted, and it actually works well too. Like you don't need to be this crazy sham wow guy on the infomercial outgoing. You can also be super chill and nonchalant, and a lot of times that actually lowers sales resistance when you're doing door-to-door and just selling in general. A little bit about me. I'm just gonna make sure I can see the chat here. Little bit about me. So I've been running a painting business for a while now. I'm still running a painting business. So our painting business is 519 painters. We scaled it to a delegated multi-million-dollar machine in the last 4 years now. And we just opened up our 3rd location. Also, our general contracting business, Powers Construction, we got that from 80K last year to 2 million in the last 10 months. So now we have helped other contractors scale their businesses, increase profit, create more freedom in their lives. Really, the thing I'm most known for is the door-to-door and the outbound marketing. So what you're going to need today, guys, is an open mind, a place to take notes. I'm going to try to keep this simple, but there's a lot of stuff you're going to want to know. So have a notepad out. No distractions. Like if you guys got TikTok or whatever open, just close it out for this one, bring it up on the next one. And then a readiness to change, because this is going to require change. All this stuff requires change. We're starting the year off strong by hopping on a presentation like this and hopping on a call. However, it's very easy to just like mental masturbate, watch all these videos, do all this stuff, and then take no action. So like at the end of this call, like there's probably 1% of people that actually go knocking, and those are the guys that I want to be around, and the ladies. So what we're going to be covering: intro to door-to-door, recruiting door-to-door reps, how to actually build a team, how to turn door-to-door reps into estimators. One of my favorite things to do. So this is a very good thing you can do if you don't feel like you're ready to hire a sales rep, you don't have enough leads, how to get leads while you hire a sales rep, which is a huge play. And then I'm going to show you guys some live infield door-to-door content. All right, so who's fired up? Who's fired up? Kevin, you're saying that's true. I was super shy, but succeeded 1 million first year following Justin's trainings. Yeah, Kevin Vargas that just posted in the chat. He started in March. He had $0 in revenue. He did 1 million this in 2024, which is massive off door to door. And you got 2 estimators going now, which is crazy. Fired up. Only 3 people are saying they're fired up. So boys and girls, let's wake up. Let's get on this. So what's the impact of not having steady lead flow? This is where I poke at all your pain. Okay, I'm not going to read every single one because I want to get through this. But at the end of the day, you're just it's disappointing, guys. If you don't have leads, like there's not a lot of moves you can make. You have to get lead flow down. You can not feel like the provider for your family. You have to take on shitty clients. You're working 24/7. You're spinning your wheels. You got to restart every month. We don't want that. So we want to prevent that. So who am I? You know, I like, my name's Justin. You know, you guys already probably know who I am. I like fitness. I like nature. I like hunting. I like ice baths. I like traveling. I love spending time with my niece and nephew. I love family. I love the way the world's turning back away from where it was going. I feel like things were getting super degenerate with just like, I don't know what kind of programming, mental programs going on in the world, but I feel like the tables are turning now and things are looking bright. So the future's bright, everyone, and I'm excited to be here. So 3 main objectives today. We're going to squash all limiting beliefs about door-to-door. We're going to get fired up to actually go and try it. And I'm going to give you the systems you need to build a $1 million door-to-door team. So how I got started in door-to-door. So before I started my painting business, I actually worked at the back of a butcher shop. I was mopping off blood, the back of the shop. I just dropped out of university. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And I felt like I was in a dead-end job. And here's a little key thing, guys. To like, for me, if my boss at this time in this butcher shop was a little bit different, if he understood my goals and my vision, maybe he could have roped my dreams into his business, and maybe I'd still be there today. So if you feel like some of your painters, your laborers feel like they're in a dead-end job, it's because you are not doing your part as a leader to figure out how you can rope in their dreams and their visions and bring them inside your company. So because that boss didn't do that, I had to get creative. So I started grinding up the scrap meat at the dog food, at the butcher shop and selling it as raw dog food. I was going door to door with pamphlets. Basically, the pitch was, do you have a dog? And said, no, I'd go to the next one. So it wasn't very strong, but I was getting a lot of objections and I had to learn. From then on, I started working at a window cleaning company doing door to door, and I started crushing with them. And then that's when I was like, man, I should start doing my own business, maybe sell a high ticket. And I got into the painting space. So I met my first mentor, Chris. He was running a $26 million a year painting business, and he took me under his wing. I joined a franchise under him. I started my door to door skill, and it clicked. So I solo sold for K worth of summer painting projects in the winter. So right now, our team, Facebook officials. Yeah, Ellie, thanks for sharing that in there. Guys, I'll send you guys a bunch of links in the chat after. But right now, our team is knocking on doors. We're in Canada. There's a lot of snow. We're knocking doors. We're selling exterior jobs for July. Like, this is happening right now. So no excuses at all. Like, literally no excuses. Like, you can go anytime. Solo sold 500K worth of summer painting projects in the winter. And then let me see, go back. Yeah. And then I hired my first canvasser and taught him my system. Good way to start door to door is try it yourself. No matter where you're at in your company, just get a feel for it. Go out for an hour, knock around some job sites you got going on. And then if you're ready to start delegating, you can delegate this ASAP. So I hired my first door to door canvasser, taught him my system, and it clicked. Then I started hiring a few more and leads started pouring in. I then trained my new estimator or my new canvassers to become estimators. This was a major play. Guys, a lot of times we hire experienced estimators. And if things ever get slow, they either quit, they complain, or if you're lucky, they go out and try to drum up business, but that's pretty rare. So if you start door-to-door reps, if they're younger and you start estimators as door-to-door reps, they'll first learn how to get leads. And then one way you can keep them knocking in your company is by sharing with them that you guys can actually become estimators and make over 6 figures a year. Then you can take the time to train them. They get the time to experience how important is a lead. They just knocked for an hour and got a lead. They're probably going to be more likely when they are a salesperson to follow up with those quotes because they know the importance of a lead. So this is a very good strategy that we can do to get door-to-door reps into estimators. In our first 16 months, we sold over $1 million in projects, all from door-to-door. So over the next 3 years, I invested over $200,000 in coaches, courses, systems, resources, literally whatever I can get my hands on for myself and my team. Like, I'm very bullish in self-development and investing. Like, I don't want the Lamborghini. I don't want this. I don't want that right now, maybe in the future, but I'm just going to put it back in myself, back in my team. That's the stuff that a lot of people don't talk about, is like, how much can you invest back in your company? And not just on the trucks and the vans and the branding, which is awesome, but also on the knowledge. What knowledge is one of the biggest levers that you can have in this industry and any industry. And not only knowledge for yourself, but knowledge for your team and bringing guys up with you. So I hired guys like Daniel G, Andy Elliott. Me and Andy just did a webinar November 4th, December 4th. We did a webinar online with a bunch of contractors. Alex Hermosi, I won Alex Hermosi's school games, got to meet with him, and also went for another thing just to talk about the painting business. And Jordan Belford. So these guys are not cheap, invested a lot of money to be with these guys, and also PBD. So what I've done is I've taken their feedback and their brains and I've started developing into a system for our business. So this is kind of what our company looks like today. On the sales side, we got our chief development officer, or basically our sales manager. He's got estimators below him. We got a marketing manager and then door-to-door team. That's where a lot of our leads come from. Then we also have other ways we get leads, like home shows, commercial blasting, Facebook ads, Google SEO, next door neighbor marketing, voicemail drop campaigns, SMS blast, cold calling, property manager referrals, etc. And then on the side of production, that's what things look like. All right, so we've helped over 50 painting businesses do this as well. And especially like one guy, I think he's on the call today, Jose. So Jose, he did over 3K in 1 month off door to door with his team. And 2024 was his first year of business. All right, so this works no matter where you are, who you are, whatever. And also this is like just a screenshot of our door-to-door team chat where the guy's got 17 A leads between 4 canvassers. Okay, 17 A leads, guys. That means 17 estimates. So 17 estimates with 4 guys. I pay them $17 an hour. So if we do the math there, 4 guys, they knock for 3 hours. Let's just do the math. So 4 guys, they knock for 3 hours. So that's 12 hours times 17. So $204, I got 17 estimates. Now, is that going to happen every shift? No, but when it does, you're like, holy fuck, this is amazing. All right. We also helped Tyler go from 120K to 120K to 2 million, doing the same thing, and hired 2 PMs. Dennis, same thing as well, went from 400K. He was working, he's been in business for 13 years, and he was stuck at like 300, 400, 300, 400. And what he was doing was getting him to where he's at, but not to where he wants to go. This year, he actually texted me, posting the chat, posting the group. He got 1.2 million this year, which is awesome. Guys, why door to door? So door to door is direct to consumer. You go right to the house. Okay, it's excellent cost per lead. I just showed you guys the math. Excellent cost per lead. Okay, you can promote door to door reps into estimators and delegate sales faster. Your competition likely isn't doing it yet, but more and more guys are starting to drum up business with door to door. So like jump on this if you guys are going to start. Like do it before your competition starts knocking. There's 0 startup delay. You don't need door hangers. You don't need any of the stuff. Like a lot of guys want to get all the merch perfect and get the lanyard perfect and the flyers. Like you can literally go knock on a door and just like look like yourself and just say, hey, how's it going? I've just been in the area here, just wondering what we can help you with X, Y, and Z. Like it doesn't need to be perfect, guys. You just got to start, and then you can build upon it as you go. It's internally scalable, controllable, and predictable. Like let's say you want to shut off your Facebook ads. Well, you might have to pay this agency $3,000 a month while your Facebook ads aren't running. This one, you can just be like, boys, you're not going out today. Okay, there we go. Ads are shut off. So you can control it very easily. And it also adds good enterprise value. If you go to sell your company, you're like, yeah, we have internal, we own our marketing systems. And it's just a good way to diversify. You don't want to have single channel risk in your business. So when I was with Alex Ramosi, we talked about, what we got to do to really get a good exit value for our company. And one thing is you don't want to rely on one source of leads. If you have multiple sources, that's very strong. Facebook could crash someday. Can you go out and drum up business without it? Hopefully so. You can also combat seasonality and maintain lead flow. With seasonality, guys, it's like in the winter, things are slow. That's when you should be moving your fastest. That's when you should be going out knocking, being hungry, getting cold, like sacrificing the comfort to make sure your team is already booking out. So it's okay if things get a little bit slow. That gives you more time to build the systems, but you shouldn't be slow because your business is slow. You should be more active. And that's what door-to-door can do, especially in the winter. Okay, and then you can target direct neighborhoods and large properties. You can, if you're driving, see a house that's peeling on the exterior, just hop out, talk to them, go back in your car. Maybe you got a lead, maybe you didn't, but it'll build up your confidence. You can also build up your future lead list and customer Rolodex. So I don't know about in the States, I'm pretty sure it's illegal to like scrape a list of all residential names and numbers, right? Usually you need like an opt-in from them. You need to get them like their consent to get their information. Same thing in Canada. So what we do is we get different types of leads at the door. We might get an A lead. We might knock on a door and someone wants a quote. That's great. We might knock on the door and someone has nothing to paint. Then we just say, hey, no worries. Like what we can do then is in the future, when we're back in the area, maybe next year, we can just give you a shout and see how we can help you. What was your name? And your number? All right, there. We just have a lead. That's not going to be a lead right now, but we can add that to our customer Rolodex and just start generating like neighborhoods of people that we can send out a voicemail drop or send out a texting campaign or cold call them in the future. So you can always get something when you're knocking on the door. Everyone's competing on ads, be 1 of 0 instead of 1 out of 10,000. All right. And this method combined with an online presence is deadly. Like we'll target our ads to certain areas and then go blitz them with door to door. And people will be like, oh, I saw your ads and now you're here. And now we're getting their business. So the purpose of door to door is we're not trying to sell a project. Like we're not here to like hard sell anyone. We're just here to sell an estimate. And if they don't want an estimate, we're just going to build enough trust to get their number for a follow-up, and add to your database for years to come. All right, we're not just knocking and handing out flyers. Guys, I hate when I hear this. Like, yeah, I went door knocking. I'm like, did you talk to anyone? Well, no, I just like handed out flyers. Okay, so you went flyer handing out. You could pay someone 10 cents to do that. So we don't want to do that. If you're so close to the door to hang the flyer, just build the confidence, knock on it. They open the door. You freeze, you don't say anything right, you forget your name, whatever. At least you just tried it, go to the next one, try it again. People forget, it's not a big deal. All right. So don't overthink it. You know, door hangers are nice. Company merch with your logo is nice. Having a script fully memorized is nice, but none of that's needed. Don't let a lack of those be a reason not to go out. That's the biggest thing, guys. This all sounds nice. And then as soon as this call is done, you're going to probably put on your boots and go outside and be like, nah, I'm not doing this. So you just got to move through that initial resistance. All right. The best time to knock is when people are likely home. So pick a neighborhood, knock for, 3+ hours. We like the 3-hour range. It's just a good way. It's a good like averaging rule of thumb. If you just knock for an hour, you might get leads, you might not, and you might doubt yourself. But if you go for 3 hours, like you will get some leads. After 4 p.m. weekdays is good. People are coming home from work, or during the weekends, like 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. You can really knock anytime. More people are working from home now. You can do both. This is just what works best for us. All right. Easiest way to start, guys, is next door neighbor marketing. So if you have job sites going on right now, just knock on the 5 houses to the left, 5 houses to the right at the end of the day when you guys are wrapping up the site, and just share with them, hey, just letting you know, we're just right at this house here. You might see our truck coming back and forth while we're in the area. Like, what can we help you with for interior and exterior painting and staining? Very simple, but just go and do it. That's a very easy, low resistance way to start because you have a very good reason to knock on the door because they're next door. All right. So simple script, guys. You could take a screenshot of this. I'm going to share you some other free stuff after too, but hey, how's it going? So I knock on the door. I stand about like 7 feet back, like 6 feet back. I don't want to be right in their grill. I don't want them to smell my breath. I'm just going to back up a bit. Not that my breath smells bad, but I just don't want them to smell my breath. So I'm going to back up. I want to make it easier for them to open the door. So I want to be right up in their face. So I back up. Hey, how's it going? They're like, good. How are you? Or maybe they're like, good. What can I help you with? I'll be like, I'm doing awesome. My name's Justin. I'm with 509 Painters. We're just here offering free estimates for interior and exterior painting and staining. I'm just curious at what projects we could help you with this year. All right, that's it. That's all you say. That's literally all you say. I'm wondering what projects we can help you with this year. In the chat, guys, why do you think I'm saying I'm wondering what projects we can help you with this year versus saying, do you have anything you want to get painted? I'm assuming they want her. It's a yes. It's not a yes or no question. Open-ended question. Exactly, right. So exactly. Guys, people will take the path of least resistance when you're knocking on their door to just be like, no. Like, do you guys want to get your house painted in the future? No, we're good. Thanks. And then they might close the door and then they like sit on the couch like, oh, wait, actually, maybe I will. So we want to just get away from that. They're going to pick the path of least resistance. So we got to get them to think. Exactly, Matthew. We got to get them to think. Say, hey, I'm just wondering what projects we can help you out this year. No, they'll probably say, well, and then they'll give an objection maybe, or they'll have a project. And all the objections are easy to overcome. Okay, so that's why we say what. So guys, it's less about the words you say, though. It's way more about your body language and your tonality. Okay, so we want to be upbeat and friendly, but not over the top. Okay, we want to be sharp, like we want to sound smart and know our stuff, but we also don't want to be threatening, like way too sharp, like suit and tie guy, like too sharp. We want to be reasonable and understanding. We want to be very nonchalant. Hey, how's it going? I was just in the area. I was just talking with your neighbor Susan over there. I just want to, very easy tonality. Be light on your feet. You're dancing with them. All right, and you want to be unattached to the outcome. Guys, the more no's you get when you're doing this door-to-door stuff, the closer you're getting to a yes. Like that's the only way you should think about it. If you get a no, okay, do not take it personal, but also understand why. Why did I maybe get a no? Okay, what should I start doing better? What should I stop saying? Maybe I was being kind of awkward when I didn't make any eye contact at all and I faced the opposite direction. Maybe I'll try to turn towards them. There's going to be some coaching you do with yourself, but you just got to be unattached to the outcome. All right. So like I said, there's 3 different types of leads. All right, there's an A lead, someone that is ready for an estimate. So you're knocking on the door. They're like, yeah, we actually want to get our kitchen painted. Or we want to get our cabinets done. Okay, you typically get 1 of those an hour. Okay, rule of thumb, you get 1 A lead per hour. A B lead is someone that has a project but doesn't want to quote right now. Now, a lot of times you can still turn that B lead into an A lead. If you're like, yeah, we want to get some exterior done, but not until July. You don't want to be like, oh, okay, like we'll follow up with you in July. Just be like, hey, no worries. A lot of the neighbors in the same position. What we're doing right now is we're actually going to be in this area just like in the meantime. We're doing estimates for that time now. So why don't we at least pop by and you can check out how things would look. Then you can turn that B instantly into an A. But a B lead is someone that has a project but doesn't want an estimate right now. Maybe they're moving into a new home in the next month and they might want painting done there. That's a B lead. Okay, and you can put an alert on your CRM, like on Drip Jobs or whatever it might be. So it alerts you when that B lead is ready for a call. And then a C lead, that's someone that's just not interested. They're like, honestly, man, I have nothing to paint, but trusted you enough to give you their name and your number. And then you can follow up down the line. All right. So this is our pipe drive. This is where we hold like a lot of our old leads. As you can see, this is an old picture too. We have over 12,000 now. But we had in this picture, it says 11,688 leads. These are all just like C leads from knocking on doors, C's and B's and just leads we drum up. Like we got leads every shift. of just coming in that might not want to quote. Follow up, nothing, that's okay. I can hit them with the texting blast, all of them, 11,000, and we'll just print a few $100,000. So that's great. So guys, I'm going to see if I have a link here. There's a link that I'm going to give you guys, and it's going to be a full free training. So it's going to be the script. It's going to have live clips of me knocking. It's going to literally have everything. I use this exact module that I'm giving you guys. Tanner, can you put in the chat if I send it to you? I think I sent it on Facebook. But it's a full free training that you can use for yourself to get primed on door to door. And then once you hire some reps, you can just use this as an internal SOP for your team. Okay. If it's not there right now, I'll post it if someone wants to go to the free group, if you guys know where it is, post it there. It's all good. Okay. So understanding your goals and KPIs. All right. So this is a calculator I put together, and I'll share this with anyone that wants access. Just like message me on Facebook, or once you join the free community, shoot me a message. This is how you can figure out how many hours of door-to-door do you need to do. All right. So for an example, I'm just going to go over this quickly. This person had a goal of selling 2 million. Okay. Person had a goal to sell 2 million in the next 12 months. Their average job size was 4,500. It's pretty accurate to a lot of us. All right. Their closing rate's about 40%. Now they're already getting about 10 leads a month with referrals, about 50 leads a month from online, and about like one miscellaneous lead that just comes in randomly. All right. So that's about what they're getting per month already. Now, what this calculator will do, it will tell them, okay, based on all the leads you're already getting, there's a little bit of a gap with your goal. You need an extra 29 leads a week of outbound. Now, if it takes an hour to get one of these leads, one of these leads, then we need to do 29 hours of outbound marketing a week. That could be hiring 2 people that work 15 hours a week. And now you're set up to hit your $2 million goal. And then you can promote them to salespeople and keep scaling from there. Okay. So just want to share that. I can share that with anyone that wants it. It's an active calculator you can use. All right, guys. So door-to-door recruiting. Anyone have any questions right now, just before we jump on the next thing? Let me know if you guys have any questions. If not, I'll keep running through this. Please do. Would love the previous one. Got you, Gabe. I'll send you whatever you need. Okay. I'm going to jump in here. Okay. Well, guys, are you guys awake? Is anyone here? Guys, put a 1 in the chat if you're going to actually try door-to-door. Put a 1 in the chat. Okay. People are alive. Thank goodness. Okay. Sick. There's people in here. Great. Question. Does door-to-door really work? No, it doesn't work. Yes. Okay. Good. Awesome. Yes, it absolutely works, brother. It works. Just, it takes some guts to start, but it's very simple. All right, cool. We got people ready. Already tried and failed. Brother, the best way to succeed is by failing. Pile those failures below you, and then you'll be on a mountaintop of failures. That's success. And then you build the next one. So don't worry, man. What it might be, David, that you tried it and failed is potentially the wrong things you're saying. And what's going to be good is I'm going to give you guys the scripts and the videos so you guys can watch it for free and you can try it. Okay, cool. So guys, recruiting door-to-door reps now. All right. So we don't want to just get in business of just like, well, I've gotten 7 leads so far with Justin Simple Scripts. That's awesome, Michael. Good for you, bro. Took action. That's fire. So recruiting door-to-door reps, guys, we don't want to just be the only ones knocking. It does get a lot. If you're trying to do estimates and you're trying to do this and that and this, and you got to go knock, it's a lot. So we want to recruit some people. Now, the pro of recruiting is Brandon. He's going to be on later. He's with HireBus. Fire. You should definitely be on for that call. And he's been helping me out with questions I have. He's a rock star. We all do though. We do have job ads and we do have things that work very well. And what we do is we post a job ad on Indeed. Sorry, let me go back to the chat here. Kevin, yesterday alone, we got 40 leads, A's, B's, and C's, 3 hours of door knocking for people. Yes. And people might not believe that, but like, it's just, that's what happens if you build a good team. Kevin, fire. Thanks for sharing. So anyway, guys, I'm all over the place. Job ad. Indeed works great. Indeed works amazing for job ads. For what we title them, we title them canvasser or we title them estimate setter. We do not title them door to door. Indeed, from my understanding, sees it as a higher risk position and makes you pay more for it. And a lot of people might not apply right away. We talk about door to door in the job description, and we really cater our job description to the ideal avatar of who we want knocking on doors for us, which I'll get into. Okay, so you post a job ad on Indeed, or you can do creative outreach. So what I do is I go through all the university and college colleges near me, so all the university and colleges, and I go to their athletics division on their website. All right. And then I go to roster, and then I find the coaches. Usually the coaches always have their emails. So university and colleges, go to the roster. Okay. Find the coaches, and I just put a list of all the coaches together. If you have a VA, just get them to do that. Then I send out an email template, just basically saying, hey, coach, My name's Justin. I run a local business here. I have an awesome opportunity for your student athletes where they can work a part-time job that's flexible around their practices and their school. They can get exercise while they go out door to door. That can pair them up with their teammates so they can build chemistry. I basically sell them on why they should work with us. We have guys track and field, football. Like these guys are hungry. They're ambitious. They're the perfect avatar. Okay. Once you have applicants coming in, we want to do a simple screening call. Okay, we just want to make sure they do know it's door-to-door. Some guys will apply on Indeed and not really look at the job description. So we want to make sure they do know it's a door-to-door position. We go over some key questions with them. And then what I do from there is I put them all into a group interview. So I have just like one Zoom a week. So I get my admin, she screens and fills up this Zoom room with all these people. And then I have a slideshow. I just show them like, hey, this is what you can expect. I kind of build the dream of them becoming an estimator or maybe becoming a marketing manager. And then at the end, people can say if they're in or they're out. If they're in, I'll do a quick final interview and they'll bring them out. All right. So that's how I do it. I bring them out for a tryout. They try it out and then I onboard them. So these are some job ads like estimate setter, 133 applicants, canvasser. This is an old one, but it just keeps bringing in people. 89, right? You can reactivate these ads and have them out. So estimate setter is fire though. It's a great one. All right. Tyler also, what Tyler does is he posts in local community groups, like those, you know how you guys can post like community groups on Facebook to like get leads. He posts like for recruiting. And you know, it's a great way there. You guys take a screenshot. Tyler's very forward, like myself, with how he says things. He's like, you must work out what does he say? You must work out 3 times a week. You can always be learning. No weed or alcohol. Live with maximum integrity. Live a disciplined life. Strive for personal greatness. You guys not be as intense as Tyler. Tyler's from the military. He's a mindset coach in our community. He's a nail gun. So he actually got a lot of estimates from this post. People are like, I love your standards. I like how you hold yourself. I like that. And then you got some good applicants. So you can do a bunch of creative ways to get these young guys out to start knocking. And then that was the college coach thing I was saying there. Okay. Another thing I did was so this is a video of me. I'm not even in university. And you can see I had to put one of those fake masks on for this. And I regret it. That's why I wouldn't want to show this video. No offense. I'm joking around. But anyway, I had to cold approach this teacher and I was like, hey, before you start the class, can I quickly share with the classroom on this opportunity I have for employment? She thought I was a student. And then I ended up pitching to this whole class. There's like 400 people in here on why they should come knock on doors for my company. All right. So you can get creative. If you have courage, you can go get it. So that was a little talk I did. And I handed out a sign up booklet. We got a few estimators from there and stuff like that. Okay. So ideal door-to-door avatar, young, 16 to 24, coachable, eager to learn, outgoing and confident, or wants to be outgoing and confident. And this is a good way you can keep them and limit them quitting is like, hey man, I know that you want to get better through communication to help you in your personal life. Like this is a great way to do it. Competitive, usually has a sports background, interested in entrepreneurship, wants to become better and build their identity. Ideally interested in self-development or listening to guys like, you know, Andy Elliott or things like that. They value physical fitness. This is like in a nutshell, a very strong type of candidate. All right. So training and onboarding door-to-door reps. So we have like the trainings that I think someone posted it in the chat here. So guys, this is the free training. I'm going to post it again. There's a free training right here. Copy, paste. So guys, this thing I just put in the link in the chat. Everyone can see. You guys can join that. It's a free community. We have our door-to-door masterclass, and it has all the videos, live clips, the script, the trading, how to handle objections, how to start, the rules of door-to-door. Everything's in there. You guys can use that to onboard new reps, or you can just use it for yourself. But at least join it. It's free, and you'll get whatever you need. Okay, I use that kind of stuff to onboard these reps. All right. Now, I'll touch upon this. I do want to show you guys some live footage. I don't know how much time I got here, but really, this is like next level stuff. And works really well. All my estimators, guys, started on door-to-door. And that's like a requirement we have. We have door-to-door. They have to be knocking on doors, and then they become an estimator. Andy Frisella, if anyone knows Andy Frisella, he started 75 Hard. He has a podcast, Real AF. He was doing a talk on his podcast. This guy's like hundreds of millions, like he's crushing it. He's like, we don't hire retreads. What's a retread? A retread is someone that's already experienced in sales. He doesn't actually hire experience in sales unless they come with connections that will help them sell jobs. Like let's say you hire a roofer, a roofing estimator has a bunch of experience. If he's bringing in a bunch of these property managers and stuff, that's great. But for what Frisella says, he's like, I would rather build my salespeople. So the best way to do it, and that I've seen so far, is starting them out on door-to-door and then building them into an estimator. Door-to-door is like the Navy SEALs Hell Week. They go through Hell Week. Everyone has to go through it. If they can't last it, on to the next one. but at least it gives you time for you to get some more leads in, and then you can promote them. All right. You don't have to do this. We have people that hire experienced guys. You can do it, but this is what I love. All right. So benefits of creating estimators from door to door. Create hunters instead of beggars. Huge. They can fill their own schedule if lead flow slows down. They can go out and get it. Okay. We'll pay a commission for if we set a lead in their calendar and they close it, they get a certain commission. If they get the lead and they close it, they almost get double commission. All right. They can fill their own schedule if lead flow slows down. They have a deeper respect for the value for leads, stronger persistence towards the sale because they know what it takes to get a lead. You can focus more time on molding new habits instead of combating old bad habits. Expectations are preset, allowing you to maintain frame during training. You might hire an experienced estimator, but he doesn't want to handle all the objections. He doesn't want to get both homeowners home. He doesn't want to pull out of a sale and reschedule it for a feedback to have both homeowners. He doesn't want to do that. You give him some coaching. He's like, dude, I've been selling for 13 years. Like, you've only been in business for 3, right? That's where things can get combative. So when you hire someone on a more entry level, let them work up to it. You can preset expectations. They would cherish the position greater as they earned it from going through the school of hard knocks. They appreciate the door-to-door team immensely. So let's say you're one of your door-to-door reps becomes an estimator. Like now they need that door-to-door team to perform. So you'll see them coming out with them. You'll see them taking them out to dinner because they want that team to do well. And we do this to create sales killers. Think of Navy SEALs Hell Week. All right. Let me see here. So let's fly through this. Tanner, I don't know if you're in there. If you can tell me how much time I have, I don't want to bombard the next.
Yeah, you got 5 minutes, bro.
Great. Okay. So door-to-door to estimators. Over time, when I have a door-to-door rep that's doing well, I'll then promote him to junior estimator. During that time, he starts doing both cold calling from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and then he goes out and knocks. Then over time, I start having doing some shadowing where he's learning how to quote. I'm not going to go too in depth here. This is like a full thing I could take 20 minutes to talk about. But basically, they start shadowing and then they can start contributing to each estimate a bit more during the shadowing process. Maybe now they present the client manual. Maybe now they present the quote, but really learning the numbers. And then slowly they can start becoming their first, they can start becoming an estimator. They can first start sourcing and selling their own leads. Then they can start sourcing and then receiving some leads from Facebook and stuff like that. And then slowly, more and more that we're giving them more leads, they're sourcing less, and then soon they're full-time selling. All right, that's kind of how we do it in a nutshell. All right, guys, but for guys, I really want to cater this presentation for more guys starting out. You don't need to know all this stuff at all. There's a link in the chat. You guys can watch the videos. You guys can go out yourself and knock. Just do it. Just go out and get it. And then we can talk about doing all this extra stuff after, but don't let this bombard your head. All right. But yeah, that was the benefits. Okay. I'm going to go over here. And then this is another thing, guys. This is actually something that really means a lot to me. There's a glaring problem. Okay. There's a glaring problem, guys. The younger generation is more lost than ever. Think about TikTok. Think about the porn, the programming, all the vices. People are struggling right now, especially the youth, and the young guys and girls of developing their identity because there's so much comparison happening. There's a lack of mentors inside of communities. Okay, there's a lack of mentors. There's only the ones online that have millions of followers, but we're all mentors here. We run a business, or we're all leaders in some way, shape, or form. Social media is turning people antisocial, hollow, and depressed. Okay, I'm around that age. I'm 26. I see it. I see it with the guys I hire. I can see it. And they're craving leadership. They're craving that coach, that football coach, someone. People are becoming weaker through societal indoctrination and programming. Many don't feel a sense of purpose or meaning to their existence anymore. There's an overall lack of real world skills that's setting them up for failure. They don't learn how to sell in school, even if they take business degree. They don't learn this stuff. They don't know how to talk. They don't learn how to stand properly. And there's a lot of things that are being left out. That you got to go through the self-development journey to work on. Many are opting out of life and are opting into devices to cope. And the suicide rate is higher than ever in young adults. Now, why did I just say that? Why the heck would I just dampen the mood in the new year with that? Well, you're the solution. Okay. The youth in your community are in need of mentorship. With door to door, they'll actively learn delayed gratification. They will learn. They've been going with gratification all the time. They'll learn delayed gratification and knock on the door and get rejected. They'll increase their confidence in themselves. They'll develop their character. They'll see a brighter future. They'll be part of your community. They will learn real business skills. You can coach and mold them with standards of excellence. You can recommend them books. Anytime someone comes to my company as a rep, I give them the greatest salesman in the world. I write a little note in there and I give it to them so they can start working on themselves. And you'll change their lives. Now, guys, this will help you fall back in love with your business. If you feel like things are stale, there's nothing more rewarding than changing a life or being part of someone's growth. And you're getting leads. Dude, come on. This is the best thing. So if you start seeing it differently than just leads, but you can change lives and bring people in and start having employees for a very low rate, it's a massive thing. As a result of this, your purpose will become bigger. Your love for your business will deepen. You will develop the next generation. As a bonus, your business will grow. All right. I'm not going to go. There's so much to go into, guys. I'm sorry. I got to skip past. I just want to show you guys some live clips just so you can see what it looks like. Okay. Everyone, guys, put a 1 in the chat if you're ready for a few minutes. Tanner, it's 5 minutes. Is that okay? Play it.
Yeah, go for it, bro. And don't forget, man, you got everybody here at 5:30. So if you miss anything, I'm sure you'll cover it at 5:30.
Cool. I forgot to. Guys, 5:30, I'll be here. I'm going to do some live cold calling. I'm going to do a bunch of stuff with you guys. We'll just have like a candid, open conversation. We'll crush it together at 5:30. All right. But here's this clip. Let me know if you guys can hear it.
Nothing yet.
Smells good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a fire in the back burner.
You hear it?
Yep, you're good.
Okay.
Smells good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's a fire in the back burner.
I'm Justin. This is Mark.
Hi.
We're with 500 Painters. We're
Okay.
offering free estimates for interior and exterior paint.
Hi. Interior extra painting, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he's not interested. He's doing a big run in the backyard right now, so I think that's as much as he can handle. Hence the fire.
Oh yeah, is that what you do? Is it cool if I go meet Frank? Hello. Hey Frank. No, we got cards here, and are you doing commercial paintings? Yeah. What I can do is even like give you a shout or give you my text so you can communicate that way. Sure. 519. Yep. 521. 519 521.
Mark,
Yeah.
okay, Mark, you around, all right? Here's them.
On to the next one.
Howdy. Oh, how you doing, sir? Good. My name's Mark and Justin. We're just with 519 Painters, so we're a local painting company. Started servicing around here. We just talked to your neighbor Frank, and he's kind of going around, seeing what you might be thinking of doing for this year, for the new year.
Possibly inside.
Yeah.
The foyer.
What are you thinking of doing there? Just repainting walls?
Just repainting.
Cool.
You do a card?
Yeah, I got a card. What's your name, sir?
George.
And what's the best number to reach you at?
9.
Yep.
Boom.
One, and just the foyer you're thinking?
Just in color?
Yeah. Yes.
Nice, bright it up.
Yeah. Exactly. One of the ones we chose at the guy.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, you got the color pick.
We got the color.
Nice. So just getting up there, cutting around.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, I'll give you a call maybe
good.
some point tomorrow.
All right.
We'll coordinate
Yep.
next weekend. Okay, good to meet you.
Cool. See you, George.
2 for 2.
How you doing? Good. How you doing? Good. Just talking to George and Frank. We just started servicing this area for painting.
Okay.
So interior and exterior, we're gonna look at George's foyer too. Here's what we can help you with.
So always name drop.
Interior,
I name
exterior
drop the
side.
people already talked to.
You got a card or anything? You
Yeah,
like, or
absolutely.
a little bit of the window.
What was your name?
Gary.
Gary. I'm Justin. Mark.
Yeah.
What's the best number to reach you at for next year? 648. That's 519. I'm guessing.
Yes.
Hello, how are you doing?
Fine.
Good. We won't be too long. Are you staying out of the weather today?
Yeah.
Nice. Unlike us. My name's Mark. This is Justin. We're just local painters. So we started servicing the neighborhood and thought we'd come by and say hello. We're going to be doing a few estimates.
Frank, Gary, George.
2 doors down, 1 door down.
Do you have a
Card?
sample?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a card. Are you thinking of doing something maybe later?
Yeah, later on, maybe in the spring.
Okay. And what's the best number to reach at?
519?
Nice. And that's interior stuff you're thinking of doing?
Yeah.
So I tell you what, I'm gonna be here next Friday. If you'd like, I can pop over and just have a look at it, even if it's not.
So basically I think we get 7 in a row. We don't have to watch all these. We can watch them more. We got a bunch of footage we can show you guys later. I just want to be respectful of time.